Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. Now this is an SU-14-2, otherwise known as the school bus, for obvious reasons, and it's located on the south spawn. I think it's the south spawn? No, it's the north spawn of Malinovka, and the commander of this vehicle is RazerTeck. Now, he's got the 14-2 with a 203mm howitzer. So he's got a very big gun indeed. That's the BR4. And alongside him is a GW Tiger P. That's the Tier 7 German SPG. Tier 8, sorry. Get my tiers right. Tier 7 would be the GW Panther. Okay, RazerTeck's moving backwards into his firing position. I think he's happy with that. And okay, he's now looking for a target. Well, there's a couple appeared straight away. It's a Batchat 12-ton. Made it to the side of the lake, but no, he didn't last very long. That's not how you do spotting. Okay, there's an Object 140. Now, he's managed to get most of the way up the north side of the map, but he hasn't made it around the corner yet because there's an Object 257 barring his movement around there, and this round goes in and lands right next door to the Object 140 for 408 hit points of damage, and most of that is because he was splashed by the 203mm, which is a pretty devastating howitzer. Okay, 257 is coming round to do some direct damage. The reload's still going through. Now it's a bit difficult now because he can't fire at the Object 140 without damaging 257. The splash radius is the problem, you see. So he can't fire just yet. He's loaded. He can only really fire if the 257 gets killed. Then he can fire. So he's zeroing in on the Object 140. Just in case oh no, this is gonna, and it's an ammo rack, blown the turret off that 257. But now the other object is fighting, and the problem now is he still can't fire, but he can fire at these two, and in fact actually if he fires at one he'll damage the other. Dialed in and round out. Okay, should get him, and he does, and he gets both of them. He gets the E75 for 353 hit points, the Object 257 for 283. So that was a really good shot. The E75 used his first aid kit straight away to get rid of the stun. The Object didn't. Now that object that moved up, the Object 140, was taken out, but now it's a T-32 that's fighting the Object 257 at the other end. Okay, he's loaded. He can't see those two tanks, but he fires around in anyway, and I suspect that did actually do some damage to them. We don't know how much. It looks like the enemy Arty has been firing at RazerTeck's 257, because he's showing some stun. And they're jockeying backwards and forwards, and RazerTeck's reloading. It's going to be a little while before he's ready to go. Oh, no, we don't know what. Okay, he's loaded. He's ready to go. Round out. It's going to land behind the T-32, but it did do some damage. Very, very little. 96 hit points. Okay, now this Object 257 has moved up from the south, and now this is going to get rather awkward for that Object 257 on RazerTeck's team, because he's now being one in front of him, one behind him. And unless RazerTeck can actually put a shell into that Object 257 there, this is going to get very, very nasty. He's going to lose his own 257, and the round goes in and stuns the 257 and does 16 hit points of damage. Only 16? Oh my god, this poor 257 has been ganged up on by 3 tanks. 3 tanks at once. Now, what's the situation? Well, RazerTeck's team have won the hill. Just. But the problem is more the fact that now, effectively, there's only a Striv S1 and an E75 between those three tanks and the cap. And they're headed this way. That T-32 just took a hit. Round out. And that's a direct hit on the T-32. 469 hit points, 2 critical hits. He tracked him. Can't see where the shell landed. But he's certainly getting hit. You can see that. And holes are starting to appear on his tank. Now, there's the E75 on the enemy team. And the Object 257. And they're making grounds towards the cap. Okay, 257's in the cap. RazerTeck's about to fire. He's got that structure in the way. Unfortunately, that might pre-detonate the shell. He's pulling back. Direct hit right into the side. 357 hit points. Good strike. That will make a difference. In fact, actually, it looks as if it went into the side, but there's a crater right next door to the vehicle. So it may have landed on the ground next to the tank. Now, the enemy is starting to lose now. It's 11-5. It's just these tanks that have made it over to this end of the battlefield are basically still fighting. And there's one Arty over the other side. And he won't last very long because he's been found and they're about to wipe him out. And he's gone. And that was an M40, M43. And the splash was enough to take out that E75. So, just the Object 257 and the T-32. And the T-32 is down by the river. The Object 257 is in the ridge lines near the cap. Well, that's where he was last seen. The Striv's moving up. I think he's going to have a look and see if he can find that Object 257. Well, the moment he can see him, then RazerTeck can put a shell into him. Everyone's closing in on this position now. Well, I think the T-32 will be by the river. And he'll probably be holed up in that corner. There he is. Okay, he's not going to last very long now that there's tank after tank coming in. And that's a ram kill. Very stylish by the E50M. Now, where is that Object 257? Oh my god, how did he sneak past them? He must have gone through the trees. There he is. Dial in and round out. Big hit. 427 hit points. And he's stunned, and I don't think he's going to last very long. Everybody will be on him. Yep, he's gone. And it was the Striv who took the kill. And that's the end of the battle. So let's have a look at the end of battle stats. And it's only a second class tanker for RazerTeck. Bit disappointing that, because he did get some good hits in there. But he did pick up a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 10 in total on that one. Team score wise, well, he came 4th on damage. Was it 4th? Yes, 2,647 hit points. He came joint 3rd on kills with only 1. And when it came to base XP, he was 3rd with 889. He fired 9 rounds, got 4 direct hits, 4 penetrations and 7 splash. Did damage of 2,647, of which 2,220 were at more than 300 meters. He hit 4 of the enemy but killed 1 of them. And he did damage assistance, or stun assistance rather I should say, of 383 hit points off 10 stuns. He also managed to get 8 defense points when he hit the 257 when he was sitting in the cap. On a premium count, he earned 38,646 credits, and he got 10,000 credits for mission completion on the latest marathon, and that brought his total to 48,646 credits. And after ammunition resupply, and the ammunition is fairly expensive at this level, he had a positive level of 31,456 credits to take away. He received 1,333 experience points, and he got a mission completion reward of 667, bringing his grand total to 2,000 experience points altogether. So, fairly ordinary game, but the win rate for that battle was 3315, so it was reasonably good. He did a fair amount of damage. So, if you enjoyed this replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in our next video.